play on 4th down. Trevor Davis deep for Green Bay. This is fielded at the 27. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
Green 18.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Switch.
SOS.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Check 30.
Check, Mike 47.
Inside.
I'm coming up to you.
White left. Green 19.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and it's 3rd and short.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Bree's going to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And that is incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Jones breaking from the contact. That one good for 33 in the first.
Hey, we haven't been around the entire time football's been played, but we have studied our history, and there have been some great backs who've been accused of running out of bounds to protect themselves. Well, back in the day, many people didn't like that. But nowadays, take care of the football, show some intelligence, live to fight another down.
Now Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, right.
Now Breeze. Over the middle to Smith. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Breeze now to throw. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
26 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Ready?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get this.
Mark 1. Mark 42.
Now Breeze again. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 28 yards.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting.
Check, check.
They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. There he goes left side. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
That's fielded in the end zone. A strong running. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers now throwing again. He sets to fire deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Check, 47.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 more there and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Mike's 47.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. It's a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together? Packer pressure, and down he goes.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a play fake. Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. They find some open field here. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
We got this. First and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Pick your game up. Check 9. We got 21.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And it's a room to maneuver. 27 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 27 on the play.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Come on. 26.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Green Bay passing game certainly in sync. Another first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Box it.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he hits the former Saint, Jimmy Graham. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll get 5 on the dump off there, and that'll lead to a third down.
3rd and 6.
The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
47 is the mic. 47.
Now it's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Crosby on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now Brees on the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dean Lowry, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Brees now being chased out left, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Pretty nice gain on the scramble, gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Now Brees on 3rd down. He'll air it out deep for 10, and that's caught inside the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Brees. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Ready. 5-8. 5-8.
Here's Breeze to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Now Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
I give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Breeze. Now he's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints have moved out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, bring it up. At their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. David Onyemata able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Sheldon Rankins drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
It's a set. Come on, fellas.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Push him back.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. David Onyemata. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Back to throw, Breeze. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51, Atlanta?
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Check 56. Exit. Now, Lynn.
Hey, Steve 6.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Brings up second and 10.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Rodgers now going to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally down at the 41-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other block.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they're under pressure again, and down he goes again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans.